Hello again, kids, and today is Valentine's Day, and what a perfect time to celebrate love. I believe that love doesn't come from the outside. Instead, love is a reflection of how you are currently loving yourself. I've had this aha moment where I've come to learn that the way I love myself is going to be a mirror for the way other people to love me. With this newfound concept, I now know that others can only love you when you love yourself. I now know that you are the best example of how it feels to love you. So let's be kind to ourselves and shift our focus on what we have not accomplished and count our blessings for every micro wins in our lives. Let's begin to look at not just our to-do list, but look at our to-done list and celebrate ourselves for all the things we have done and how far we have come. Feel a love like you've never felt before for you, even if it feels a little self-indulgent, because when you can fill yourself up with love, all of a sudden, love pours out to you to give to others. And this is my little spiel on the concept of self-love. Today my soul has been fed spiritually, for I have feasted upon the words of a sacrament talk shared by Melanie and Victor today in their ward, as she shared the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, union. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. As I was contemplating on what to share as I continue with my journey, and along the way help to uplift and allow you to see yourself with clarity, and to recognize your God-given potentials. My mind wanders as it fluctuates through so many aspects of life. I pray and I rely heavily on my gift to impart a message that can inspire you to live the highest and the truest expression of yourself. I came upon this quote: "To exist is to change is to grow. To grow is to become the butterfly you are always meant to be." I used to think that stumbling into certain quotes or an idea or hear someone say something that resonated to my soul was just a coincidence. But I'm beginning to think that it is my attitude and my thought process that leads me to whatever it is I needed to hear or see or read at that very moment. Let me share this story of how we can be transformed into something more beautiful than we are right now. There was a little boy who loved caterpillars. One day he found one, took him home, and made a home for him. He watched this caterpillar every day, making sure he had plenty of food and water. One day it happened. A small hole appeared in the cocoon, and the butterfly started to struggle to come out. The little boy was so excited, but when he noticed the butterfly was struggling so hard to get out, and it looked like the butterfly wasn't going to be able to break free, the little boy was so worried for the butterfly that he decided he had to help. He quickly got a pair of scissors and snipped the cocoon to make the hole bigger, and the butterfly quickly emerged. But the butterfly had a swollen body and a small shriveled wings. This little boy sat and watched the butterfly, expecting that at any moment the wings would dry out, get bigger, and expand to support the swollen body. But it never happened. The butterfly spent the rest of his life crawling around with a swollen body and shriveled wings. It never was able to fly. He then learned that the butterfly was supposed to struggle. In fact, the butterfly struggled to push its way through the tiny openings of the cocoon, pushes the fluid out of its body and into its wings. Without the struggle, the butterfly would never ever fly. The boy's good intention actually hurt the butterfly. Wow, what an eye-opening lesson that was for me. Struggling is actually an important part of any growth experience. In fact, it is in the struggle that creates you and gives you the ability to become the best version of you. When you find yourself struggling, ask yourself, who am I? Where am I going? What is this situation teaching me? As a mother, I've always wanted to protect my children from being hurt, or self-doubt, or financial matters, or whatever problems they are facing in life, to ease their pain and their suffering. Just like how we ask God to take away our pain and suffering, when in reality, it is in the struggle that allows you to emerge as you demonstrate your strength and tenacity. It is truly in our lowest point that we have grown, because it humbles you to acknowledge that there is a greater power beyond yourself. Yesterday, I shared a quote that only God can take the broken pieces of your life and make something beautiful. I am a living testament to that and how true it is, as there was a point in my life that I was not only broke, but I was broken. And out of that broken stage, out of that struggle, out of that desperation, did it humble me to my knees to acknowledge that I cannot do this on my own, and that only through the Savior can my broken life be truly healed and allow me to feel whole and complete. Today I emerge knowing my worth as a daughter of God, and that I was never alone, even in my darkest moment, even when I felt abandoned. I was deceived by Satan to think I didn't belong and that no one cared about me. But the truth of his love resonated in the story of the lost sheep, where the Lord told the parable of the Good Shepherd, where he left the 99 in the fold because they were safe and secure, but he climbed over hills and have gone down valleys, searching and looking to find one lost sheep. To me, the parable of the lost sheep in what is one of the most hopeful passages in all of the scriptures. With the words of Elder Uchtdorf, our Savior, the Good Shepherd, knows and loves us. He knows when you are lost, and he knows where you are. He knows your grief, your silent pleadings, your fears, your tears, your worries, and your doubts. It matters not how you became lost, whether because of your own poor choices or because of circumstances beyond your control. What matters is that you are his child and he loves you. He loves his children. Because he loves you, he will find you. He will place you upon his shoulder, rejoicing, and when he brings you home, he will say to one and all, "Rejoice with me, for I have found my sheep which was lost." What a powerful reminder that our Savior loves is sufficient to lighten our burdens, to feel a sense of belonging, to be comforted by the depth of his caring embrace, to benefit from his tender mercy. As you allow the transcendent grace of our Savior's love to permeate your life, it will awaken the sleeping giant inside of you to fight through the struggles. As you make your entrance into the world, you will be transformed and become the beautiful butterfly that you are. May this hopeful message reach you wherever you are at this stage in your life. Ko ofa tu whanau ke mo whangaki mata. Ofa tu.